Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the single back takes the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Linebackers making some adjustments now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Pass is incomplete. He caught it, but couldn't get his feet down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, drops back. The pass rush closing in. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Here's the 2nd down play. They'll run it here. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situations. Much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Can he make it to the marker? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside of the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. caught. A completion. And they've got him.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
On the 9th play of this opening drive, it's 3rd down and short. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
The Longhorns are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Hand off to the single back. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in? He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Running play called on 3rd and short.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Longhorns looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. It's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
2nd and goal for the offense. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
We'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. To the air, it's Marshall. He's running out of time here. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Catch made by the tight end. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Looking to throw it again. And he floats this pass deep down the right side.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Gators looking to keep this drive rolling. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the senior. After a short gain. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal, I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. One man in the backfield. He'll get the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
On the handout, they'll test the right side here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that previous play. Out the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline.
Well, when you get a one-on-one opportunity, you got to cash in on it. And this Texas receiver makes a great play to be able to come up with a big gain. This defense cannot just load up on the run game and the quarterback and leave these receivers one-on-one.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. And now the handoff. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Longhorns. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Retakes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made way out of the 25. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. This college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Quick throw to his receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Vargas. And the play is good enough for a first down. They move the ball to the 44.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Snags the quick throw. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
It's off the incompletion. It sets up a third down and 3. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Grab down the middle. It's Vargas. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
First down and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down, looking to throw the football. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made at the 13th, but here we go, a red zone opportunity.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Pass caught. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to him. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score! Touchdown, Texas. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return decides to signal fair catch. The offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Dropping back. It's Marshall. Defense is coming after him. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on the first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. He missed it. Field goal, no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least. 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. This one will be fair caught. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. What I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
He pulls in the catch. The reception nets about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Send the back in motion. 4th down. He's throwing for it. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on 4th down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows you what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
The BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Linebacker shifting around now. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Tackle made after just a short gain. Wideouts now clustered. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Catch made, a lot of space now. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Longhorns. That puts them on top in the 2nd half. Let's see if they can convert the point after. PAT puts them in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. The Gators offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Heads-up move by the head coach. Using that challenge, officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. Important 2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Lofting it toward the left sideline. The pass is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the pick ends his scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
But what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And, Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. And they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy. And maybe plays like this get them going in a new direction.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Makes a quick grab. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. That pass is caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Here we go, third down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch is made, room to run here. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Kennedy. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
The sure hands. It's Kennedy. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The pocket breaking down, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Pass not complete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to chuck it again. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds his man. Has the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Looking to pass. It's Marshall. Pass is caught.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make the play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, we have to believe we'd see a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds his man. It's Evanson. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Handoff in a single back formation. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. The linebacker shifting around now. They'll try to run for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.